From this point on, proceed at your own risk.
Well, the first thing we're going to need is some sand. Clay, which is hard to get. One of the simple sources is cat litter. Hands that I found taking a screen like this, which is like a paint roller mesh, and you rub the sand against it like this. It goes through there and makes the mixing or remixing process so much easier and fast. Here's our mixture. It's nice and soft and fluffy, and to test it, you just grab it, squeeze the holes like that, and see all your fingers in there. That means it's molding good. And snap it. If it comes nice and clean, then it's ready to go. So get the rest of this in here. Okay, we have a couple different kinds of molds here. Flasks, to principles. I cast this one, made it myself. I saw something similar used for a jewelry making site. So this is made out of aluminum, and what will happen is we'll put the two pieces together with the sand in here in the middle. Goes in here, and then we're going to pour from the end in here our molten metal. This will do the same thing, and so we get a little bit of burned around where we pour it in the middle, but it's just made out of a couple pieces of plywood, and lining pins made out of other pieces of wood, and you got to be a little creative, but this works excellent. Almost a skull. I think that's a cool idea. Now, okay, what are we going to need? We're going to try to, we first need something to mold. Oh, I don't want to be buried in sand. Okay. Alright, so, okay, this is 1/2 of the metal style. I'm going to put that in there like that. We need an old sock. This is like one of those witchcraft sort of things, You got to give it the juju. Okay, so that's powder. Talcum powder. Get that crap out of the way. Next thing we're going to need is going to be, this is a spatter screen. And what that does is when we put the sand on here and we rub a little bit, and it'll make real fine particles go in there. We're going to want some kind of a tool. It could be a spoon. This is specially made for this type of product. Then we're going to need a knife to flatten things out with or clean up the area. We need something like this little block of wood to tamp down our sand. After that, we're going to have to put, this is the mold part. It goes on the sides of the mold so that when you're pouring the hot metal, it doesn't just make the sand blow out. Those are the basic items that we need. Now, let's put them together. Not yet. I'm still alive. Oh, he isn't. Put a little more powder on to make sure he doesn't stick. Okay. Here, I'm going to rub it into the screen so that we get a nice fine amount of the rest of my sand in here. Pack this together. Alright, so now we're going to computer. One of these days I'll get a good system. Alright, so now we're going to take our tool and we're going to flatten this top off. Now look, here is the back of our little skull image, and we're going to just go around the edge of it because some of the sand gets underneath. Okay, so now we're ready for the other side of the mold. The other side of the mold, make sure it lines up. There's little index pins. Put that on there. A little more sock powder. Ooh, smoke to just pile it right in here. What the heck? Why not? I'm trying to be a little careful at this, and you know what you're doing. Back down. Just scrape that here to get down in there. Well, right now there's no channel. So we're going to cut a channel right here. Let's try not to get the debris all over. Alright. Don't come out with it. Sometimes that happens. Probably have my head right in the way, right? Yeah. Hello! Alright. Yeah. Alright. So, looks like it's going to take. And now this closes up the top edge of that. And it looks good all along here. It's all aligned. So now this is ready to pour.